Hi, I'm Phillip, and welcome back to our tribute. 4 TV classics that can now be found every day on E! With Mel's Diner as its backdrop, the cast of Alice cooked up some great comedy. And of course, with the winning ingredients of Linda Lavin, Polly Holliday, Beth Howland, and Vic Tayback, you had the makings of a long-running hit series.
All right, let her rip. 22 burgers, 11 rare, 6 with pickle, 3 with cheese, 2 with pickle and cheese, 4 medium with onion, 6 well, 1 with mustard and cheese, 1 with lettuce, 2 with pickle and mustard, 1 with pickle and cheese, 1 no bunch of Hinckley's on a diet.
I can't go into a diner, even now, 20 years later, almost, without people saying to me, you want to come back here and work? And I say, no, I was never good at it. I was never a good waitress.
Audiences would disagree. As Alice, Linda Lavin became one of TV's most famous waitresses. She was so good at it that she and her cast of outrageous characters dished out a weekly serving of sight gags and silly jokes that kept the show going for 9 years.
This was a woman who was headed for Hollywood. She didn't know her car was going to break down in Phoenix. She needed to work. She had a kid, and she needed to work in whatever she could get.
Based on the Martin Scorsese film Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, the TV series only slightly resembled the movie. Still, the premise was the same. Alice Hyatt, a single mother with dreams of becoming a singer, ends up waiting tables at Mel's Diner.
There was a scene that comes to mind now where he was working with a cleaver. It was one of those Lucille Ball moments.
Mel, I'd like to talk to you about something important. Maybe some other time.
I love moments like that.
Since hanging up her apron, Linda has certainly prospered in her working life. When not producing and directing her own films, she performs on the stage and in TV movies.
So everything that I wanted to do has come true because of the success of Alice. Millions of people, mostly women in this country, found Alice to be their role model. She was the person who showed them that if she could do it, they could do it.
A major component of Alice's success was the wisecracking, man-chasing, loudmouth Flo, played by Polly Holliday.
When donkeys fly!
I think it was the thing that I will be remembered for, and I think it was my best work.
Full of brass and sass, Flo spouted out some of television's most colorful comedy, including these 3 words that became a national catchphrase.
Kiss my grits!
I didn't really want to say it that much, but if we didn't have it on the show, we worked in front of a live audience, and if it didn't appear in the script of the show, the audience wouldn't leave until I came out and said it.
Polly, who honed her acting craft on the Broadway stage before joining Alice, departed the series for a spin-off, appropriately titled Flo. Since then, she's appeared in several TV movies, as well as a recent role opposite Jo Beth Williams in the drama series The Client.
I never heard of such bad manners in my life.
Of the 3 waitresses that toiled in Mel's Diner, it was the dim-witted and often clumsy Vera, played by Beth Howland, who was perhaps most endearing.
She was just out of step with everyone, that she tried so hard that she never got to accomplish things that if she just relaxed, she could have just breezed through everything. But she was so scared of being wrong that, you know, it's like walking on eggs all the time.
These days, Beth takes her walks with her sweetheart, as she calls him, actor Charles Kimbrough, who plays Jim Dial on Murphy Brown. For Beth, life couldn't be better. She occasionally works in the theater and donates time to her favorite charity, AIDS Project Los Angeles.
I'm having my best time. I have a sweetheart, and I have a wonderful daughter, and I have 2 dogs and a cat. And we've been going back and forth to New York a lot, which is my first favorite place.
A definite Alice favorite was the tough but lovable Mel, played by the late Vic Tayback.
Stow it. All of you can stow it. Everybody here, stow it!
He was bigger than life. He loved being recognized. I mean, he just loved life. He had the best time.
We had a big teddy bear in Vic Tayback, God rest his soul.
Phillip McKeon, who played Tommy Hyatt, grew up on the set of Alice.
I've said this many times, but I had 3 other moms and a dad, another dad. They always took care of me and were always looking out for me, and, you know, would come by my dressing room and see how I was doing in school.
Phillip's on-set education paid off. Shortly after the series ended, he moved from the camera's spotlight to the producer's chair, putting together such films like Where the Day Takes You and Murder in the First, starring Christian Slater and Kevin Bacon. Success didn't come easy, though. This one-time child star had to work his way up from the bottom.
From being a star, as it were, to, you know, hauling coffee for people and being, you know, Phil, go clean that, go sweep that up, or whatever. And that was hard for a little while, but there was a means to an end. I knew what I wanted to do, and that's how I had to start.
During Alice's long run, the show evolved and new faces emerged. Among them was Diane Ladd, who played Belle. She replaced Flo, the character Diane created in the film.
One of the first shows Linda directed, she was very talented and very good. But it's like I stepped into energy that was already established.
Diane quit her waitress gig after one season, and then Celia Weston stepped in as Jolene. Business at Mel's Diner carried on as usual, and Alice continued to be a family favorite.
I believe that there's nothing dated about the show. It's about working people. It's about men and women. It's about mothers and children. It's about friends. It's about dreams unfulfilled. And those are things that are timeless.
That's all, folks.
Fans can expect a hearty heaping of Alice, along with plenty of Mel's chili, each afternoon right here on E, when our tribute to classic TV continues. Come aboard as we set sail with the Love Boat's most frequent passenger. Can you guess who it is? But first, Lonnie Anderson reflects on the role that made her such a